What is the most natural facelift? What is natural and a facelift together anyway? It's sort of an oxymoron, isn't it? A facelift and natural. But I know what you mean. I know why you're asking that question. A facelift is a procedure where we lift up the skin, the soft tissue, and the fat of the face to create a more top-heavy face, a more angular face, a thinner looking lower face, and a better jaw and neckline. That's what we want, right? But what we really want with that is no telltale sign that we've been operated on. That's really what the natural part is about. There's nothing natural about a facelift. Facelifts look great, but they aren't natural. Now, people always say, Sykes, you do really natural looking surgery. What do they really mean? Can a facelift look natural? My goal is to do surgery on people where they don't look like they've had a procedure. I often tell my patients, I'd love it if you tell your friends, but I don't want your face to tell them. So I don't want your face to be a giveaway that you've had surgery. Now, what are the unnatural things? What are the things that are the telltale signs when people have had surgery? And we all know that, like the old thing, the Supreme Court's definition of pornography. We don't know how to define it, but we know it when we see it. So if we have an unnatural appearance to face surgery, we don't have to say why it's unnatural, we just know it doesn't look right. So here are the biggies in facelift surgery, okay? Number one, the facelift has been done in a way that it's negatively altered the hairlines. The temporal hairline is way too high. Yesterday, I did a facelift on a gentleman who'd had surgery 20 years ago, and his hairline was up here. To me, it was a travesty, okay? So in a woman, we don't want to alter their natural hair tuft. That's number one. We don't want to alter their posterior hairline at all. We want to make that look natural. We don't want to alter the way the earlobe attaches to the face. We're making an incision around it. We want it to look natural after we reposition it. And here's the biggie, not anything back here, but stuff up here. Here are the big things. When we lift the face, it's lifted in a relatively vertical orientation. It's lifted in the same orientation as the muscle that moves our smile. That's called the zygomatic major muscle. So the lift should be relatively vertical, not completely vertical, but relatively vertical. What happens is that unknowing, sometimes novice surgeons lift the mouth like this, and they distort the corner of the mouth. They pull it too posteriorly. This, the neckline, the lift is relatively posteriorly, but the face, it's more vertical. It's the neckline, it's more horizontal, not completely, and the face, it's more vertical, not completely vertical. And if you do that, the repositioning looks very natural. What we see down below looks natural, but making the smile look funny. And then, of course, there are other things that we might do with a facelift that can make people look unnatural. The way we make their eyelids look, the way we make their brow look, et cetera, et cetera. But the idea behind natural and facelift, sort of an oxymoron. But we all know what we mean. We don't want an unnatural appearance. I do lots of facelifts, several a week. It's one of the operations that I love doing the most. If you have questions about your neckline, your jawline, your mid-face, I'd be glad to answer them. Call me, email me. I help patients like you every day, and I'd love to see you. Thanks.